Ganja smoking, me got rum in me cup. Bad girls wind up on the dance floor. All the girls wind up on the dance floor.
Crawling around, searching for higher ground.
Can't see in front of me, my enemies. I've tried every possibility, ability to know if I can bleed. If that's what you wanted, you won't get it tonight. 'Cause I can fly, I can fly, I can fly, I can fly. I'm crawling around, searching for higher ground. Can't see in front of me, my enemies. I've tried every possibility, ability to know if I can bleed. If that's what you wanted, you won't get it tonight. 'Cause I can fly, I can fly, I can fly, I can fly.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Collegiate Battlegrounds Association. These are the rescheduled Division 2 Sapphire games, and tonight I have what might be a first in CBA history, joined tonight by my esteemed co-hosts. That's right, there are two. Welcome to the Fight Dude, who's a returning guest. Say hello, everybody.
What's going on, guys? Fight Dude here. Excited to be here tonight to cast these games.
And for the first time in CBA history, we have Nikki. Say hi, everybody.
Hey, you guys, it's me, Nikki.
So,
I'm really excited.
yeah,
She's really excited to be here.
Really excited.
it's a first for a TriCast for CBA, and I'm looking forward to it. These are going to be some great games. Let's bring you right to them now. We're going to go ahead and get in game. As we see, we're flying around all over Erangel as we wait for these games to begin. Quickly going to go ahead and run through our competitors real quick so you know who is playing in tonight's games as the plane flies overhead. Looking at UTK, UIUC, Arizona State, Georgia Southern, University of Washington, UC Davis, UIUC's second Div 2 team, Illinois Tech, Virginia Commonwealth, Penn State Bear End, RIT, UC Riverside, West Texas A&M, East Carolina, UC Davis's second team, Texas San Antonio, UC San Diego, RIT, Clemson, Ohio State, UC Boulder, SIUE, Jacksonville State, NC State, and finally, Mississippi State. A lot more teams in these in this division than in our other ones. And with that, we saw the plane path. It was kind of a south to north plane path, veering towards the westward, and a lot of teams just kind of in a standard distribution of a drop zone. We saw these teams just kind of go where a lot of the usual spots are. We see them still dropping now, but Severny is actually a little bit more popular than usual today, I would say.
Looks like you got 3 teams going in there. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe so. I think it's team 24, 23. Maybe there might be another one. I thought I saw drop kind of closer to it, but it looks like maybe 2. 2 is going to be the big fight going on right now. And then, yeah, Roz actually has 2 teams as well going to be in Rozhok tonight. It's going to be kind of pretty standard fare, although the distribution's a little bit different for these guys. We saw 2 teams, but they're landing all on the same side of the map. The same side of Roz, so on the western end. Usually we see them divide up the northern end into west and east, but this time they're in the same little corner of the map.
Clemson's going to have, what is that, Milta down there all to themselves, it looks like. So they're probably going to be able to loot themselves up pretty nicely here in the early game. Yeah. See where the circle is, depending on if they're in the zone or not. Kind of depending on, we'll see if it's one of those, trademarked CVA zones. But it looks like you got 2 teams now in Novo, kind of on the city side. And not on the crate side.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting circle. We're going to see a lot of the teams kind of towards the outside of it right now, but it's it's well within walking distance, I would say, for a lot of these teams, so they don't really need to go terribly too far out of the way. So it's going to be interesting to see. Again, we have 19 teams, so this is, if you've been watching CBA in the past week, you've seen we had 16 teams. I think yesterday we had 18 teams. Tonight we have 19. So it's definitely, it's more interesting to see when you, especially with Div 2, and like the playstyle is super different than Div 1.
I would definitely agree with that. And that being said, some of these teams in Division 2 aren't necessarily playing tonight either, just due to other conflicts of schedule. But still, hopefully 19 teams will show us a lot of action here in CBA.
Yeah.
We'll hopefully see something happening soon, either in Roz or maybe up in Severny, like we saw earlier with those 3 teams that were dropping there.
Oh, absolutely. Like Div 2 is so different because it's more action oriented. I find a lot of the teams, I don't know, they tend to try and frag out a lot more than I see other teams. It's just it's different because it's more aggressive. In Div 1, you see a lot of teams just play very passive. They try and play, you know, the positioning game, but for some reason I feel like Div 2, you know, it's very frag heavy.
It definitely is, and I think the point system is kind of set up that way to kind of reward those frag-heavy teams. Being that first place is only worth 30 points, and a kill is worth 1 point. So a team with in first place gathering 10 kills or so, they already have a third of their first place points. So it kind of rewards those top teams in the sense that they're able to frag out and capitalize on being a good team and placing well while being rewarded for getting the kills that they do.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, here looking at Reeser, this is UTK's actually. We'll take a look at the stat sheet later, but he is our top killer in Div 2 right now, coming off of UTK's great Div 1 performance this season so far. Their Div 2 is doing very well, and they are in Yasnaya with Team 10. You can see, actually Team 16 as well. I think the UCR over there. You see Tricky Indians, Saran, Pancakes. So 3 teams in Yaz, which tends to be, I don't know, I tend to find a lot of three teams in Yaz kind of often.
Yeah, definitely. You got so you got UCR on the west side of Yasnia, and then on the north side in those apartments you have RIT. So definitely it looks like 2 members between UC Riverside and RIT are actually pretty close to each other, as you can see on the mini map there. Probably find some sort of confrontation here in just a second. And then both teams, they've got to know that there are 2 other teams in the city, so they need to be watching their every corner that they peek, so to say. So I'm sure here in a second, these teams are going to be scrambling for. Actually, it looks like they're all going to merge into each other. I think that's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Got some shots going out now.
Yep, looking like UC. It looks to be UC Riverside and RIT right now who have kind of entered the fray, but then again, you hear the shots and UTK knows kind of where this engagement is going to happen, so they're going to position themselves in a spot that is the most advantageous to getting these frags. At least so it would appear to be so. You see them, they're kind of separate across the street right now, and then maybe RIT doesn't want to take this fight. You know, they think for whatever reason they may not be as looted or whichever, but the case may be that they're pushing out more north, maybe towards a hasty retreat. You see Hershey's all as well is very far up, although they are still engaging. They are still
Got that long range from that 2 times. It's going to be a little hard to hit those shots, but
oh, yeah.
you know, who knows?
Who knows? It's definitely possible. And stranger things have happened, iron sights and such, but
Looks like RIT here is probably going to opt to just kind of fall back into the forest behind them. Just kind of get out with the gear that they have. Looks like here she's kind of geared out for himself. He's got plenty of meds to spare. I would assume his team's relatively equally equipped.
yeah.
Just gonna back out and let these teams between UC Riverside and UTK maybe fight it out between each other, while RIT just kind of takes an overwatch look at the whole city.
Yep, that definitely appears to be the case. And again, positioning at the end of the day will still always be worth more points than a squad wipe. So they're going to probably play to that advantage as well. And just try, again, because this circle is so, I don't know, it's very limited in terms of where people can go, I would say, since at least a decent percentage is water. So, frag grenade just went off there. Did Team 15 from the southwest throw that? We're looking at this is Colorado Boulder right now. You see Davis, Clovis, J Good, and Team 15 down there. So
It's gonna kind of have a vehicle roll up here. No shots gonna come out just yet, but
no, oh, there they go. It's a little bit late, but there they roll.
Jagood and Davis gonna take some shots at that buggy rolling on by Vitamin T's. These guys are from West Texas A&M.
So we see them taking, or West Texas A&M taking 2 cars right there. They're gonna be able to get inside the zone. Actually, all of south of Yaz is actually really open. That whole area towards the field and then the surrounding like houses and small compounds are all relatively open.
You're seeing a lot of these teams kind of getting in cars early, gonna try and secure a spot within the zone already. Probably gonna hold it down until the next few circles. You still have a lot of those teams outside the circle, like Public Cub and a few of those other ones towards Georgia Pool, that are gonna be coming in late to the circle, so they might not have as high of an advantage as finding a spot. But Demonic Pancakes here scoping in on Reedster.
Yeah, I mean, they know. I think each team knows like the approximate area of where each other are, but they haven't decided to take shots. And as I said, maybe Demonic Pancakes exercising really good trigger discipline here as to what do you call it? As to not take shots, as to alert UTK and maybe wait for them to move even closer or favorable. So commendable on his end. He definitely could have taken the shots and maybe even downed one of them, but maybe the team is not in a position to engage. That's really good respecting of the core of the in-game leader, I would say.
UTK is a little bit more grouped up than UC Riverside here. UC Riverside's got 2 members on each side of the road, so they're able to get more of an angle if they're able to push in here. But in your top right-hand corner, you got some of the first kills coming through.
Yeah, here, triangle. Looking at Demonic Pancake. There he goes. Taking some headshots. Gonna hit a little bit of the wall there. The first shots are being fired. Demonic Pancakes is getting a little bit low right now. He's gonna go have to heal up. Looking like he's just gonna bandage a little bit. Now UTK knows, and how each team knows where we are. So now we're gonna see the engagement, I would say, kind of truly commence as these teams begin to peak the angles and go for the downs and the pushes. You hear that car shot coming out. Again, we are still in Gaz. Looking at Davis 665 from Colorado Boulder bandaging up as the rest of his team scopes out 23 in that compound just inside the zone. Wondering if they want to push that or if they're going to, looking like they're going to go dip down a little bit more south, try and get inside the zone without alerting Team 23 up to the north. Or getting them caught out so they die. Jay Good in a prime position to die, but the zone is about to close in, so they are going to have to get in right now if they want to. It's such a good angle that Team 23 has on the Colorado Boulder right now, so they're going to have to head. The compound there, the running path is not inside, so going back to the UTK Riverside fight right now. All 4 players on each team still alive. Again, just in game of angles, I would say at this point.
I'm really surprised that we haven't seen a team like drop yet. We still have 19 teams alive. We did see a few kills earlier, but none of these teams are really, going down. They're all holding their own at the moment, so it's really anyone's game. Tricky Indian and Reedster, they're gonna trade, or was that Triangle? I think it was Triangle trading some shots back and forth.
Nikki, what do you think about what's going on in Yasnaya right now? I mean, we got 2 of our premier teams, I would say, in Div 2, duking it out.
I think they're both waiting to get a pick on another team so they can push, because they're not really in the position to push right now.
I'm wondering if it would be. You think they would push kind of closer to them, or would they go the long way around and flank? I'm just wondering. I mean,
UCR still has 2 people on the other side of the street.
Oh,
so I think they're waiting.
Speaking of the pick, there it is. Triangle going to go down right now, and that's going to give maybe an opening for UC Riverside here. Faded Shiba, again, peeking out with Genuine Asian. Now UTK very low, or has this advantageous situation. Reedster is well going to go down.
UTK, one of the top teams right now, going down, going to lose 1 member. Triangle's knocked down right now. 2 members left for UTK. UC Riverside's looking really strong right now.
Yeah, that was definitely a really good engagement. Kind of caught UTK, quote unquote, with their pants down, and then got a really good pick, and then got Reedster as well, leaving it to a 2v4 situation. So now they're outside the zone closest ever. Farther east. Are we going to see a Lippo ending? It's possible.
I just see a Lippo ending, yeah. UTK just gonna leave triangle there?
They may. It looks... Yeah, I believe so. He is... Yeah, at this point... At this point, yeah, he's gone. And again, that's a decision. That's a rough decision. Hard one to make, but, you know, at this point, triangle was in a bad spot. And wasn't really able to get rezzed, I would reckon to say.
Definitely was in a rough spot there with Faded Shiva had all the corners kind of locked down, so any peek that UTK had was just a tap to the head. So UTK gonna get out with their 2 members that they have and maybe hope for a higher placement later on in the game.
As well. San Diego saw a little bit of action in the kill feed. I believe Lens had a nade. I think he naded himself. I'm sure there's more to it than that, but again, the circle again is going to be enclosing kind of areas we don't see terribly too often. Prison, mansion, icy. Maybe it was just unfortunate for Lens. Yeah, it looks like it was just an accident. No problem. Team 13 here. Zedski C, Roasted Pistachio did 2, and Ice Cream looking at Team 24 across there. Just going to get a try and hit those shots. Gabino, he's going to go back inside the bathroom and he's going to go back. He's just peeking out left and right, but you know. Again, this is another one of those long range. Oh, actually, Roasted Pistachio going to get a nice read on Sakura, and Sakura is going to go down. Nice. Good shots. Solid peaks. Again, that's in a good spot to get res, so he's not in any imminent danger, but they definitely are still peeking these windows, and Ice Cream definitely still has a read onto where these guys are at currently.
So you got a lot of teams on that north west side of the circle. Still a lot of teams not in the circle yet, but they're gonna have to start making their moves in. I don't think any teams at this point are gonna start, taking a vehicle. You may see 1 or 2 teams take a vehicle and try and crash a compound in the middle of the zone right now. But it looks like West Texas A&M right here gonna push up onto UC Riverside in this compound.
Yep, looking like they indeed got out of Yasnaya. They went down a little bit southwest, and they ended up here. Kind of the, isn't this the compound people do all sorts of tricks at with jumps, I believe? Like this whole area?
This is definitely one of the BMX areas of PUBG. I see a lot of these, pro PUBG players wanting to pursue their career in BMX racing. Kind of crashing down on these buildings here, but Faded Shiva gonna be like knocking a lot of players out right now. He's got it 8 times.
Yeah, he's definitely reading good shots. Dusty Old Muffin's gonna go ahead and res his boy behind the tree and the rock, so it's definitely kind of caught out for West Texas right now as Riverside kind of holds the high ground and the compound, so it's going to be rough for these guys to push up, I would definitely reckon to say. But who knows? Anything is possible. They could get a good peak and down 1 or 2 players, then make the push. So it all really depends.
Zone's moving in right now, so West Texas A&M is going to be forced to make a move here. Although both teams are not in the zone, so it looks like UC Riverside's actually going to decide to bail earlier rather than later. Not going to necessarily capitalize on West Texas A&M being out in the open here.
Yeah, interesting choice, I would say. You definitely could have waited for West Texas to push in right there, but you may have been put in a bad spot, or Riverside's mids may not have been the best to handle the zone and the potential engagement. But it's definitely interesting to see. But West Texas is actually going to get out of what would have normally been a really bad situation. Actually, I would say unharmed. Oh, Team 4, Team 24 getting right up and close to each other right now. Sinister Spoon going to be peeking over the hill, good shot being straight out. He's not able to connect with anything. He's trying his best. Sakura, there he goes. He's going to get one. He's going to look over the hill to find SD Clouds and Gabino as well. Going to peek over. And Sakura is going to try and crawl back, but he's going to give his position away. The rest of the team going to be those nades being thrown out. We're going to see SD Clouds throwing those nades over the hill. Oh my gosh, shots are bringing out Team 24. Beta Chiba going to get Jay Good, SD Clouds, Mr. Red Sky, SC Clouds going to get Sinister Spoon and Red Sky finally. It looks like Team 24 came out the victor here. Gabino looking like, I don't think he's going to get res. I think he's going to go down there, but oh no, he did get up. Very close. But Team 24 is going to go ahead and take that engagement.
Yeah, Penn State Bayrand gonna pull out ahead there. Gonna have 3 members alive, and they're actually gonna take out. I forget who that was.
D2 gonna get Rocking, and 2 of them Zedski C as well. Davis is gonna get San Diego with the UMP. There's 16 teams. We've lost 2 teams going into the final, like the 5th zone, I think the 4th or 5th zone. 16 teams and 46 players left alive. You know, I was saying earlier that D2 tends to be a little bit more aggressive. Well, I mean, here's your outlier in the data. We have 16 teams. Oh, Ragnarok with the silenced pistol. Interesting strat. And a crossbow. You know, not something I've seen a whole lot of in CBA. I'm going to be straight up. Not usual combination of weapons I see. But, alas, Shambo Baggins, UIUC, peeking out left, trying to read Master Man and the rest of Team 5 over the hill.
So you got UIUC here, and then you have Clemson, actually. I think Clemson has a solo. Yeah, you got Major Joel in one of those houses over there. Kind of on top of UIUC.
And we see Beta Chiba River side again taking an engagement on Team 15. They are going to get in the buggy or the bike and drive away. Going to have to reload. They're not able to finish them off. They're just maybe. No, looking like they're going to give. Oh, one of them though. Lib 15 from another team actually going to get the crossfire and knock him down. Going to get Ripple Overdrive. Finally seeing some action. Risky 9 with a spray down actually going to go ahead and blow up that bike, and Team 17 is going to be eliminated. Public Cup going to get West Coast of MA, and Risky going to get Davis 6-5 UIUC. Pink Giraffe, Master Man, they had UIUC. Oh, but UIUC is going to get hit with the, they're actually going to go, one of them is going to go down with the Scar as well. They got caught out there in the open. So you still 12 teams left alive. I mean, we've gone down a significant amount of teams in a little bit of time, but there's still 12 going into this small of a zone. But Persuasion Asian, UTSA, looking now, Shark Cooper going to get a nice 2-tap headshot on him. Going to go down, but here's the car, Master Man, team number 5 coming in behind him. That UAS, they may indeed stop, or they're going to slow down at least Persuasion Asian. The rest of UTSA going to be disengaging from Team 14 over there. Shots being fired. Nexus as well with the AUG actually going to do good work on Flying Cow. Going to knock and finish him. Shots being fired. He's going to get shot from the little shack right there. Shambo Baggins is still down, but not out. Gorbo and Lib, his teammates, are in a rough spot. You know, the resin, we're going to see the smokes go down, but he may just be left for dead here.
Look at all these teams on the south side or southeast side of the zone. You got at least 3 teams. You got a few of them knocked right now. Zervala, UTSA, kind of running up onto his teammates here, hoping to get some revives.
Yep. Ruslack as well going to be getting res right now. Is Nexivus trying to hold the angle, but Shark Cooper has something else to say about that, and is actually going to finally get the peak on Nexivus again and bring him down. He's going to have to bandage up right now, but Nexus has to get res. He's not going down too fast, and UTSA still has 3 players alive, but they're not terribly healthy. Or one of them's not very healthy. Oh, here comes the push, actually. Team 14, Sharpshooter, actually going to finish off Nexus right there. As UTSA is prone in the grass, but they're going to do great work and being sprayed down each other. Right now, Shark Cooper is going to get one as well. Ruslak, the last player left alive for UTSA, is a Snake Boy, but that's going to be it. And UTSA is going to go down right there.
Great engagement by them.
Yeah.
Definitely UTSA had the advantage, I would say.
Mm-hmm. UTSA had the advantage, but in the sense of a really good push, they were able to get out and use effective timing to push onto UTSA and win that engagement. Looking at OG Mudfield, this is UTK. Again, you'll remember from previous Yaznaya fights. Switching over to the 4x on the M4 to try and hit original loser. He's going to go down Gabino actually from behind. Going to get that kills. SD Klaus. Gabino getting caught out as well in the open field. Mudfield trying to get those shots on him, but he's not able to connect with anything. Yeah, you can see you taking those shots. Going to switch back over to the Car 98. He's going to have to bandage up right now. And UTK just having a little bit of a hard time, but Genuine Asian, Mudfield trying to do their best to pick off Team 24 as they push over. But none of these teams actually are in the zone right now. Chosen Demon gonna get a vitamin D's. Dinks Rambo getting Mutant Hamster. Gorbo getting Doxem. Liv 15 gonna get, you want to see old Dusty Old Muffin getting Chosen Demon right now. He switches over to the AK. He's gonna try and get those one taps off. He's gonna be a little bit low there, trying to retreat back the hill, but Chosen Demon is going to finish off two of them. Dinks Rambo and Dusty Old Muffin are gonna go down with a great engagement. He's gonna be, and him and Rahit from Virginia Commonwealth are going to finish that engagement. Looking at Public Hub as well, we're gonna see Gorbo get two of them, and Ragnarok gonna get ZTC right there. And that's going to be 8 teams with 19 players left alive in this small of a zone. Genuine Asian going to get Chosen Demon with a headshot. AK-47. UTK. Found Team 22 still outside the zone. Rahit and Virginia Commonwealth.
Genuine Asian is actually prone outside here. I saw OG Mudfield. He was in the building, but actually Genuine Asian decided to choose the outside of the building. So he did get that one kill. I'm not sure if he saw the extra player over in that area. Yeah, but there you go. You see him in the kill feed.
Yep. So, I love that kind of stuff with Div 2 because you see these weird strats going out. And you see them just like, you don't usually see that kind of stuff in D1 where players, go outside the compound to hold. And Ominism and Donovan ASU holding a nice ridge underneath Team 21 right here. Ooh, that's a rough spot depending on where the zone lands. They do have the ridge to work with so they can play around it. Well, the zone is going to land right on top of Riverside. Yep, right on top of Riverside.
You see Riverside's in a prime spot to win this game right now. They've got teams on all corners though. They only have 3 members alive. Only in two sides of the buildings, or 2 buildings total of that compound.
Well, looking at the engagement, ASU is going to engage right now. Team 21 with Ragnarok Star, and now Tiffany is a 2v2. Donovan in to try and get the piece on the Ragnarok Star, but he's not actually able to hit him. He's going to go down. He did have an M4, not using a crossbow, surprisingly, but he's going to get rezzed here. And they're just going to hold that angle now that they know where they are. ASU in a little bit of a rough spot, but they have terrain to work with. They are going to try and re-peek the same angle that they had previously gone down from before, but here come the nades. Going to be tossing outside the zone a little bit far. Ragnarok Star going to nice down. Ominism going to get a good spray, but Donovan as well going to go down. He's going to try and go for the frag grenade right there. Not going to pull the pin. And be able to get his boy up for the second time.
Look at the zone though. They're going to have to run really fast here.
Oh, yeah, wait, both of these teams are in a rough spot. Tiffany may start to realize this now as he has to get in immediately as this zone chunks, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! Did the smoke grenade blow up the car?
Do smoke grenades do damage?
I don't think they do. But that's certainly what it almost looked like. Play zone finally going to get Mudfill looking like UTK. Going to go down there. I believe it's an 8th place finish for those guys. Again, Playzone going to get Ragnarok Star as well, but Tiffany trying to get in. Ominism actually going to get Genuine Asian. Ragnarok Star finally going to die. Lib going to get Tobias Jr. 14-2. Checking out these small compounds down there, trying to find if he can scout anybody out and get a nice peek. He's going to get caught out, though. Tiffany, as Tiffany goes inside the zone after losing his teammate. But Tiffany is as well going to go down. Donovan is actually going to win. ASU is going to win that engagement. Amina's going to finish him off. Faded Sheba from Riverside again. They just have to hold the Alamo here and fend off all of these teams as they all try to compete for one zone. Those bars proving a little bit annoying for both teams shooting in and out.
Nikki, do you have any predictions on what the outcome of the game might look like here?
If UCR doesn't win, I don't know who will. Right in the middle of the circle.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, they don't have to engage anybody, but they're choosing to. Like, a lot. And that's super interesting to me because there's 4 teams left with 8 players alive. They make up a little under 50% of the current player population. Oh my gosh, look at the circle! Look at it. You couldn't ask for a better circle, Riverside.
Yeah, those kills are extra points.
Yeah, it is true, but at the same time, I'm wondering if that's they want to get first or they do value kills more.
Faded Shiva's playing really aggressive here with these grenades.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the peak he's holding, and he's gonna get Gorbo. Like, holy heck! Lib rushing up there. We're gonna disengage from that part, but like, that's the most aggressive peak I've ever seen. And Ominism and Donovan, actually, ASU still alive right there. They're going to be going in. Lib 15 going to get Tice Cream, going to finish off that solo boy. And Lib as well. Go Tricky Indian is going to finish that off. So it looks to be a 3v2 with ASU and Riverside. Who would have thought? ASU, after that bad situation they were in. All right, Nikki, call it. Who's it going to be?
I have no clue who's gonna win. They're both really good teams.
Yeah, both of the teams are doing really well this season, but shots are being fired. Donovan. Maybe?
Man, if that door was open.
I think each team's just hoping Circle favors them next.
Yeah, right. Tricky Indian gonna get a little bit of a bounce back on that grenade. No problem though. Oh, that door's gonna get blown down. Is this a strat? Are we trying to blow doors down with grenades instead of shooting them? Just to catch people inside?
Does everyone use their grenades now, or do you save a few for later and you kind of depend on where the game takes you?
I think at this point in the game has taken you here, and it's time to use those frag grenades. But who knows? Shots being fired, you're hearing him all the way across. Ominism kind of caught out now, knows where he is, just going to hold and hope the zone favors him. Same with Donovan. Just going to hold that angle, kind of knows where these guys are. Here's Saran, Tricky Indian. Door's going to get blown off behind him. Donovan as well is super low right now, but he has no meds. Oh no! Donovan. Faded Chiba.
He wasn't.
Oh no! Oh. That grenade. He's fully boosted. Oh no, Faded Sheba with a sick angle is going to get Donovan Riverside. 1v3. Can Ominism do it? He's holding this angle. Here comes Tricky Indian. Oh, he's going to get the pre-fire off. One more. No, that's going to be... That'll be it for game number 1 of the Sapphire Division. Riverside going to take it with a commanding 7-point victory. 7 kill victory. And second place, ASU. Third place, UIUC, actually. Actually, UIUC has 13 kills this game. Yeah, that's a it's a pretty substantial amount of kills, I would reckon to say.
13 kills for a third place team is definitely not something you see every day. Everyone on that team is a high killer or high profile killer. Airless, if you want to pull up the player stats after the break here, we can kind of go over like who's in the lead there and show everyone
definitely
where the teams stack up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So after the break, when we come back, we will be taking a look at our top teams and top killers at the moment in Division 2. So stay tuned for that. Just going to give a quick shout out to our 4th and 5th place teams. then, yep, University of California, Davis. And then in 5th place is Penn State Beyrend, actually, who did really well. They've been doing pretty well this season. I would reckon to say kind of middle of the pack, but, you know, they've definitely come up and shown up, I would say. So with that, we will take a quick break and be right back with your top killers, top teams, and of course, game number 2. Don't go anywhere.
Staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Collegiate Battlegrounds Association. We will be bringing you game number 2 of the Division 2 games this fine Friday evening. And just a quick friendly reminder, usually our Division 2 games are on Tuesdays. However, due to maintenance this week, we rescheduled them for this Friday. So if you're interested and want to see more, check out the Collegiate Battlegrounds stream Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that, promised some slides, and we will be bringing you those slides. Right now, we're looking at the top killing teams. So, what do you think about these? What do you think about these top teams, and specifically, how do you think it relates to D1?
Related to D1, I definitely think a lot of these teams are the same teams that you'll see in the Division 1, such as University of Tennessee Knoxville. They may not be the number 1 seed in Division 1, but they definitely are. I think right now they're a top 5 team. UIUC, always a great team. They won Season 1 in the fall, so always a great team to see and watch. Arizona State University, they've actually been showing up pretty well in D1. I think they got a 2-game win streak this past week, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And then Georgia Southern's also a well-known team. RIT, I'm actually a little surprised to see them up there, just because, as far as I'm aware, their D1 team is not one of the higher end ranking teams.
Yeah,
in those divisions.
definitely. I completely agree with what you're saying right there. Totally. And just quickly going to take a look at the some of the top players. We're going to see UTK is having 3 of them. Research Triangle and Mudfill having 20.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're probably going to see a few more names pop up on that top list, on that top killers list. Especially as I saw last game. Was it Faded Shiba? He was showing up a lot from UC Riverside. I'm not sure how far behind he is from Rakung or the other top players, but I saw his name pop up quite a bit last game, and then as well as some of the other guys from UC Riverside and UC Davis as well.
Yeah, so as we see, we're going to go into the game right now. We saw that plane path. It was kind of an interesting plane path. It was veered all the way towards the western end of the of this island, and you can see that distributed with teams in Zarki and North George.
Pink Giraffe gonna land on the bunkers here. He's got another team with him. Team number 1, that's ASU in the green.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Teams are still dropping. You look at Team 23 right here, West Texas A&M, I believe, and then another team right on top of them. They're landing very late. A lot of these teams have already landed and started to engage, but these guys long dropped all the way over to the west end of Milta.
Yeah, you might see a confrontation there, as well as in Pochinki now. You got UTSA, famously known for dropping in Pochinki, as well as you got Hershey and Team
RIT, I believe.
Yeah, you got RIT here.
Yep. So I love this kind of stuff where you see the Div 2 teams and the Div 1 teams, they have the same sort of strats, and I believe, if they're practicing together, if they have like intramurals, I want to say, it's like a weird thing to describe, but like within the same school you have these 2 teams and they practice like together, they try and Q snipe each other or whatever it may be, and they drop like in Pochinki. And I love to see kind of how these strats trickle down onto the Div 2 teams from the Div 1 teams. It's awesome.
I did want to point out that Lib did slip on a banana peel there and was knocked out from falling.
Such is life.
So here goes Gorbo coming to try and rescue him.
Yeah, not in any imminent danger, and UIUC actually just kind of dropped in a spot you don't usually see. This is the west end of the island, I believe, that, you know, if you look near Quarry, and all the way over there, you don't typically see a whole lot of teams drop over there. Not something you usually see. Dapper Krieg, is that Clemson? Team 2 is going to be rushing up towards Pachinki. He is a solo boy, currently in his situation.
You still got Pochinki divided between RIT and UTSA here. I don't think they've spotted each other just yet. Both teams kind of have a wide angle, as you can see from the overview picture here.
Yeah, Rauking is the one I would be worried about right now, as he's kind of in like a gated area off. You can see that kind of triangle arrowhead looking compound to the eastern end. You see Dapper Krieg on the bike there. So if he gets caught out there, it's going to be extremely hard for his team to go and res him, given that situation. Ohio State, nap time, fellow caster. Saw him yesterday. Him in Ohio State's Division 2 team going to be in North George. This is North, not South George. And then Mo Reader, Tiffany. We saw these guys last game holding off ASU, kind of on that little ridge.
So you got Team 12 and Team 21. I was actually having a little bit of dyslexia there, trying to realize which players were together and which teams weren't. So you actually have University of Washington here, and OSU in the north side of Georgia Pool.
Yeah, UW, again, one of our powerhouse teams, kind of just in general. Again, they kind of rose up towards the end of the last season, and then this season kept that momentum going, and just one of our premier teams, I would reckon to say. They're just doing really well, and I'm interested to see how they do in Div 2 right now.
And if you saw the zone, it's actually like a Zarky circle, which is not a zone that we typically see in PUBG. It's really kind of rare to see that kind of zone. And as far as I was aware, only the teams that were maybe in the north side of Georgia Pool were in the zone at the moment. No one was in Severny. There was a package that actually dropped down there. So later on in the game, I'm sure we'll see someone pick up that package and maybe, you know, kit themselves up for the later game.
Yep. I believe, I'm looking at it now, you see Team 10 right there. They might be peeling out of Pachinki. Yeah, it looks like RIT is going to dip, and they're not going to engage UTSA. They're going to loot and scoot. Interesting. You would think, like, if you drop Pachinki, you're looking for a fight, but these guys drop for the loot, which is, that's new.
I could see it going both ways. Yeah, you definitely want to drop Pochinki for the loot, I think, in the first place. But then, if you're not geared enough to necessarily take a fight in Pochinki, whereas you don't know like what the other team has, if another team dropped with you, you could say, all right, guys, I don't think we're equipped to take this fight. I think we should just bail and take our chances to the next zone, or drive to the zone and then fight later on.
Yeah. You saw Hospital there. Now that's one I haven't heard in quite some time, to be honest with you. I mean, Hospital's such a... It used to be a hot drop for a while. Now it's abandoned. But God Phoenix from Clemson University going to show us otherwise. We'll be dropping there and looting real quick.
Clemson University's kind of spread out here, as you can kind of see. One, like, you got Limbo Balls, the God Phoenix, and Dapper Krieg, kind of all spread out, so kind of vulnerable in a position where if a team were to drive up to any one of the compounds that they were in, it might be in some trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. Reed and Virginia Commonwealth going to cross paths with West Texas, but going to decide against those shots. So 73 players, still 19 teams. I don't believe anybody's died. We've had a few go down, but, you know, nothing. Oh, Jay Good.
What is Jacob doing?
He has,
he's got a revolver.
He's got a, yeah, he does have a revolver. Maybe bathroom break? Maybe a quick bathroom break on the side of the hill. Or maybe this is the strat. Who knows?
I wonder where he looted, where he only got a revolver.
Yeah, OG Mudfill. Looking at Reese right now, UTK taking shots at RIT, who decided to leave Pachinki, and What Brownies is going to go down. And Reese are going to get that finish right on him. Kind of just a really good spray on UTK. They're going to look at RIT, shoot those windows, knock one of the guys out. All sorts of good stuff.
I really want Jacob to get run over right here.
I mean,
to be honest.
Honestly, yeah. At some point, just like he's hard to see. He is wearing like the what do you call it? He's wearing like darker clothes, so he's not wearing like the bright coral pants. UTSA and the Dacia is going to get shot at a little bit. Zavala going to go down a little bit. Zavala's Destiny. Zervala going to be a little bit low right there. They're going to be getting away unscathed. They're going to drive by RIT, who UTK shot at earlier.
UTK is kind of having a field day holding that compound over there.
Yeah, look at Mr. Red Sky right here. Nice. He's going to get a good spray down. Saw a lot of shots being fired right now, but with those, that you're going to give themselves away to Team 19 over there. JR Sandstorm, Team 19 looking over towards Sinister Spoon and the rest of them over there. I mean, I think they know where they are. They're expecting a push. You see them kind of holding a slight angle. Look at Riverside, Demonic Pancakes, and West Texas A&M. Are they going to get out? They got out, and they're going to start shooting, actually. Oh my gosh, Faded Shiva actually going to get them immediately as they get out of the car. What a strategy.
Gonna get 2 members there from is that West Texas A&M, I think? Or did they just get vitamin T's?
Yeah, looking like they just got vitamin T's right there. And oh, he's squish. He's gonna get squished a little bit right there.
They did it.
They did it. That's BM, to be honest with you. You got the good spray down. You had a really good kind of thing right there. Yeah, it's BM, but it happens.
It happens. I'm not sure if Denix Rambo is the last player left for West Texas. No, there's actually 2 more members alive. I think West Texas A&M, they're really spread right now. They need to kind of regroup and kind of recenter on what their plan is going forward. They're going to have 2 members left here.
Yeah, Ragnar Rockstar actually going to get a dusty old muffin with the revolver. Yikes, bro. You've seen Ragnar Rockstar with the revolver. He had the silenced pistol last game, the crossbow. Like, it's crazy.
Cool to see the creativity with the finishing of the kills sometimes.
Yep. And also at the same time, just the choice of weaponry. This is Div 2. Like, in Div 1, you see a lot of it, very hardcore focused. I'm not going to pick a weapon up unless it's an M16 or an M4, and that's not a bad thing. It's competitive, and that's kind of where you want to be at with Battlegrounds if you want to do the best. But in Div 2, it's a little bit less, there's less, I don't know, I don't want to say on the line, because of course you're still playing in the, what do you call it? You're still playing in a collegiate league, but at the same time, it's, a little bit more fun.
Yeah, Reese are going to pop off there with a vehicle explosion, I think. Gonna get 2 members.
Saw that kill feed. Persuasion Agent and the rest of UTSA just gonna hold this compound. They're looking for any boys to push them, but they are completely alone for 300 meter radius. So they're not gonna deal with anything for a while. But still, 19 teams left going into the this is the second zone, I believe, right now. They're going to hear a car, though. Speaking of which, Risky 9 is going to make a risky drive close to UTSA. Hearing those shots kind of over the hill.
It's actually going to get out here at the top of that mountain. I don't know if UTSA has an angle on them yet. They did hear their vehicles, so...
Oh, that's another team. That's Clovis D. Risky 9 going to take shots at him, but they are going to go down. Are they going to stop? Oh, no, Clovis D. Risky 9 actually going to get that frag. And then Davis, realizing that there's players in this compound as well. Vehicle explosion. Persuasion Asian going to get Davis right there. Oh no, that was an unlucky situation for those guys. Just kind of risky 9 actually with a great shot, I would reckon to say. But now he's kind of caught out as UTSA gives his position to the rest of them. And if I were him, I'd make a hasty retreat now because there's 1v4 in that compound. And he definitely saw the kill feed, so he knows what team it is, so he's going to play accordingly.
Surprised to see that all 19 teams are still in this game, despite having so many members go down already. A lot of these teams are playing kind of split, like 2v2 or, yeah, like squads of 2, kind of at the moment.
So that's, I mean, that's definitely a strategy you may see. You may lose players early, but you get kind of kills and positioning later on in the game. Genuine Asian trying to take those shots with the VSS. Best weapon in the game, not able to connect with anything now. But UTK going to be rushing, playing the edge of the zone, which is a solid strategy. Something I do in my games. You just kind of hug the edge of the zone, and then you make sure nobody's behind you, and you can keep clearing to make sure you only focus on what's ahead of you. Which is we can see Genuine Asian doing right now. He's clearing out ahead, so OG Mudfill and Reeser can pick him up and say, yep, clear, good to go, and they're going to get in and move out. So definitely smart plays.
UTSA actually going down in the kill feed now to Destinator.
Yes, Saran going to go down, and we're going to see Sinister Spoon get Chicken, and West Coast of MA going to get Dapper Creek. Tricky Indian going to go for those smoke grenades right now and try, and Demonic Pancakes is down as well, but they are going to get kind of caught out by Team 21 right here, Ragnar Rockstar, Mo Reader in Washington. Yeah, they're going to surround him. Look at this. One nice Molotov, one nice nade. Yeah, speaking of nades, there it is. Mo Reader going to mow him down. Going to get 3 of them. Tricky Indian, Baited Chiba, Demonic Pancakes.
Just line them up in a row.
Line them up and knock them down. 2 headshots right there, by the way. Just a great engagement out of Washington, and really going to give the what for. Actually, as we look at them shooting at UTK, they're going to get out. UTK, oh no, that car is low.
Oh no.
Oh no, there it goes. Mudfill is super low right now. Washington looking like they're engaging their biggest competition right now. He's going to switch over to the Car 98K to see if he can get those peaks. He's having a little bit of trouble with the wall right there. A little bit messy with the wall. Genuine Asian going to get Hershey. All right, another engagement. Looking at it right now.
Genuine Asian going to get a VSS knock.
Nice, good stuff. Mudfill going to go down. Destinator actually with the AK peak from Washington. Washington just taking out the competition right now. They got Riverside, who finished last place in this game, by the way. They were the first team to go down. Riverside. Crazy. And now Washington is looking at UTK, another one of the top teams, and if they could win this engagement, they're just going to be, you know, pushing their competition all the way down on the leaderboard. Not all the way down, but they're going to gain a lot of points, I would reckon to say. Very favorable for Washington right now.
Oh, Destiny, he's just got that peak on Triangle. I don't know if Triangle has any meds left. If he does, he's not choosing to use them.
Or he's
it looks like he has some bandages, yeah.
Yeah, bandages are a boost. Oh, nice! He actually caught Genuine Asian out right there. Nice little head peek on their end. But yeah, just it's still a 4v4, so it's either of their games right now. The outcome of this fight is going to probably affect the stats a fair amount, more than usual. Ragnaroks are going to get Reester. That's it. That's 1 down for UTK. We're going to see Genuine Asian pushing up behind Destinator, trying to get the exit frag, but not going to work. Triangle going to smoke himself off. And Genuine Asian actually pushing all the way back down and around. Very interesting. Oh, I forgot this was up here. This little shelter down here. Looking like they're going to hold it at the Tommy gun. Tiffany from Washington. Looking like UTK is going to be rezzed a little bit there. But still a really good fight for these guys right now. Looking, the nades are being thrown. Reedster, that may catch him off. No, it's going to be a little short. Reedster going to get clapped once, but he's going to be behind that car, which has exploded, so he's not able to drive away. Reedster again pushing down a little bit. We saw Genuine Asian try and get an angle onto Mo Reader, but it's not going to work. He's not going to get that kill, but he's going to expose his position. Going to have to try and move back. We've lost like 20 players, but still 17 teams and two teams. I was going to say one.
Chica's going to die to the zone.
Oh,
Did he
no.
AFK? I think he must have been AFK from the beginning of the game.
He must have been AFK, yeah. So unlucky, and that's going to be it for Colorado Boulder. Going to be our second team to go down with 51 players left alive. Like I was just saying, we had 20-ish players die already. I think 22, and 2 teams. That just speaks to you how split up these teams are. Like, that statistic is nuts. Well, speaking of engagement right now, Original Loser going to get Ice Cream as they push into this bottom there. Loser is going to go down, but Roasted Pistachio going to get Original Loser to 2, going to get Ding Trambo. Look at Roasted Pistachio well. Peeking around trying to find the rest of them, but Grill's going to get Mainstream. Raccoon going to finish off Mainstream as well. Chosen Demon is going to push up right now onto 2, as you can hear that. Are they going to stop? Is this... What even is this compound? Who fights here? Apparently... Apparently, a lot of teams fight here. Yikes.
Are they just... I'm confused on what the play is here from Team 22.
From VCU, yeah. Are they going to go in? No, they're not. Looking like they are going to drive away. They're going to get Major Joel, Clemson. Clemson is super split up right now. Like, the most split up. It's a solid strategy. He's just... I mean, this is such a safe location. Safe, but you're not going to get anybody.
He's got that silence vector, so if anyone does push him, I highly doubt anyone would hear him.
Definitely true. Look at the dinner plate 28 Lumen down on the car, but not able to connect right there. Gonna go ahead and punch and run. He has to get out of here now. Him, I believe, is this another one of UIUC's teams as well? They're gonna try and get in. Tasty Pastry, frag grenade. Oh, what a peek! Peek in 3/4. Risky gonna get a great exclusive GG though. Gonna get Ricky 9 as well. Look like that's gonna be it. Still 14 teams now. Now we're getting in the spot where one person dying is gonna be it. Genuine Asian from UTK looking at that VSS, trying to make that VSS work. I believe it's worked once.
It definitely has.
He's just
you see Davis. I love how teams like are on top of each other and yet they don't know it.
Oh yeah, like look at well, okay, they're literally on top of each other.
Literally on top of each other.
Yeah, I mean there's being close and then there's being actually standing on top of the other team. Can you could probably hear that down there, right? I believe so.
I would maybe not the VSS, but I definitely assume that the other AK shots and M16 shots you could definitely hear from that bunker.
But yeah, UTK just kind of be putting the scout around. They're going to move back. They move forward. They move back a little bit. They did get out of that engagement with Washington pretty much unscathed, actually. I'm surprised. I would have thought... I'm wondering if either team knew where they were each other. Like, if Washington knew it was UTK or if UTK knew it was Washington, if that may have played out differently. Or if they did it on purpose. You know, it's like, oh crud, it's like a scary team. We're going to push out and live. So... Either way, oh, speaking of that, Reese are going to go down, Lens is going to go down, Luminicity is going to go down, and Gabino going to go down right in that kill feed. Look at Persuasion Agent, Tobias Jr. And you get 2 of them. There goes San Diego. Going to go down Lens. And Tobias Jr. going to get 2 of them. Frag grenade coming out. We're going to look at UIUC right now. Persuasion Asian going to get out. Going to get a good spray down. Wall Pump here is going to go down as well. Sandstorm, the last player left alive, going to be holding that angle with the dinner plate up on the top. Asian's going to finish him off as the rest... These guys breach into the building. Sandstorm is ready to hold as... Oh no! Getting baited a little bit. JRD Sandstorm's going to keep firing, but that's going to be it. Zervala going to get that onto Sandstorm, and UIUC's one of their teams is going to go down. Triangle is going to get Tasty Pastry. See that engagement right now. Roast, they're still holding that bomb. Shambo Baggins, Gorbo, these guys. UIUC again. UIUC still in it. This is their first team. We saw their second team go down right there. Looking at Mutant Hamster in Team 22.
I think you're gonna start seeing a lot of these teams kind of line up on the coast. You got 3 teams there already. You got UIUC kind of in that compound, not necessarily on the coast, but at least relatively close.
Has UIUC's Div 1 team been in that exact same compound to win a game? I think they have. I could be wrong.
They may have been.
I know they've been in a few shore compounds before.
Someone needs to go fact check that. We have a fact check team.
Exclusive GG and the Godphoenix going to get an engagement right there. Exclusive GG going to get him. Triangle going to knock one boy out from ETK. Hear those shots being ringing out, and Rahit and Virginia Commonwealth going to play it safe. Rahit is no stranger to the coast. We saw in one of the earlier Div 2 games pulled out a second place finish just by playing the coast Yeah, look at UIUC though. They definitely have a read on VCU. That slim angle Lib is holding. Look at that. That slim, tiny little angle. It's hard to shoot into. Is going to be enough for him to knock a boy out. Triangle getting knockout Tasty Pastry again. They're going to switch gears. They know they have Team 24. Exclusive GG going to knock and kill Triangle, actually. Looking at UTK. Rockfung and Destinator. This is Washington and Team 10 right now. Destinator actually going to go down. RIT going to get a nice peek onto Destinator right there. He's going to go down. And we're going to see them. Oh, Grills with the automatic VSS right now. Going to switch over to the AK. Trying to get Ragnarok Star. There he goes. He's going to get aggressively pushed by Mo Reader, who's going to go put him down with the M4 exclusive GG. Going to get Persuasion Asian to finish him off. But there's Mo Reader going to get Hershey as well to finish off RIT, who has a 12th place finish. I'm getting confirmation. UIUC did in fact win a game there. So that has indeed worked out for them in the past. Looking at nap time from OSU. Trying to get that spray down one more onto Nexivus, so that'll be it for Team 25.
Oh, you got OSU here. I think you got 2 members down for Team 25 here.
Yeah.
Actually, gonna get rezzed.
Yep, Rusalak is going to be alive. OG Mudfill, Nexivus. Taking shots. Other option actually just kind of shot in terms of the direction. It looked like what it did, actually. Looking like nap time a little bit lower at the other option. A little bit low. He's going to first aid. Has 3 of them. It's pretty good. Restart again. He's peeking out the other option, trying to get that pick. Naptime actually got caught out. Caught sleeping. Naptime going to get Zervala, though. He did trade a little bit there, but now UTK knows where OSU is, and OSU knows where UTK is, but they're in a rough spot because Reeser has a great angle. Look at that angle he's got on that rock. He's going to push up a little bit, but solid.
He's got to be careful, though. I don't... Oh, he knows one more is there. He sees 2, maybe.
Oh, the other option. He actually hit him right there with a nice quick peek. Oh, the timing of OG Mudfill, though, going to help him out there. Exclusive GG is the last person left alive for OSU right now.
Zone's going to start to tick pretty hard here, actually.
Yeah.
They're going to just die to the zone. UTK is going to run in.
Yeah. Look at that zone. Actually, I was going to mention that that would be a risky... Oh, Ricky, VCU actually get... Look at Washington right now. Mo Reader is caught out in the ocean. That's a rough spot. There's a Dachi in the ocean. You know, standard fare for Battlegrounds, I would reckon to say. One player died there. He's just going to have to hold that. That's a rough angle because he has to come up for air at some point. And looking like Virginia Commonwealth will be ready to pop him out as soon as he does. Or is he go? No, he's actually on the shore now. He's going to play the shore game. Mutant Hamster caught a glimpse of him, but he didn't actually... you could see that on the screen. He did see him. He's going to go back in the water. You know, I was going to mention earlier that it was going to be a little bit rough to push on the coast because the zone may not favor the coast.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Here it comes Reester, UTK, and Team 13. Peeking
Oh,
out.
they're baited by the body bag.
Oh,
no.
no. Oh, no. UTK got caught looking. They got caught looking. And like, that is the most amount of kills I've seen. That's like the first time I've seen that area have a fight in it. In CBA of all places. That's awesome. Team 1, Oren 21K, is going to look at Team 13. He's going to try and get the spray down. Going to get one of them. Going to try and finish him off. Roasted pistachio right there, but Tatu is ready to get engaged. But he's going to get a nice peek right, peek left. He's just going back and forth, debating whether he's going to try and get the spray down, though. He's really low. We're going to see that SKS being lasered right there. Trying to get one more shot off of him. Not able to get that. Oren 21K is going to go down, though. Tobias Jr., though, going to get him from behind. Looking at the smoke grenade right now. Going to actually really smart. He's going to try and cover his thing. But UIUC still has this compound right here. They're just popping people off. It is holding the Alamo right now. Look at that. They are still inside the zone. They are in this compound. Like, man, UIUC loves this compound, and they're gonna hold it. They don't have to go anywhere. Awesome.
Major Jill's got a package right behind him. I wonder if he's got any sort of cover to get to it and maybe grab an 8 times with, who knows, like an AWM or a not an M16, what's the other one? MK, and then M24. That was the other one.
Yep.
Those are the snipers I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm. Tommy gun. Bring the Tommy gun back to the care package, to be honest.
To be honest, I hate the Tommy gun.
I mean, I don't know anybody that really likes it, but, you know, care packages are too good, man. I'm only joking. 6 teams and 16 players left alive coming into this circle. That's standard CBA fare at this point. All sorts of teams right now. Oh, look at Team 14 right now. Look at these guys. They're in the center of the zone. They don't have to move. They have a good angle, but all it takes is one nicely placed frag grenade to put them all out of their misery. Orange oh, the peek with the pre-fire with the Mini 14. That was a very confident spray. Actually, Oren doing a great job from Clemson. Team 2, I believe Tobias Jr., Lib, Orbo gonna get SD Clouds. But yeah, look at just UIUC right now holding the solid. They're favored to win right now, I would definitely say.
Oh, what's the rule? Oh, he's gonna jump into the water.
Oren! Yeet! See ya. Easy. No problem. He's gonna just that's such a solid strategy actually. But Virginia Commonwealth is gonna be a little bit surprised at what happens. But Oren has shown his head a little bit.
That's slipped on a banana peel.
He put a tactical banana peel so we can launch him into the water. Looking at Gabino is down. Shark Coopter. Look at these guys. This is such an interesting circle. I love when Div 2 ends on this kind of stuff.
I wonder if UIUC is going to have to be pushed out of this compound here. They've had it for so long. I wonder if pushing out of it is going to force them to, you know, not take the advantage that they have into their own hands.
Yeah. I mean, it's looking very unlikely that it may center on them, but, you know, with circle luck, it's possible. And there's still 5 teams left in this whole situation. Oh, I love the shore right now. It's so crazy. Oh, Lib! Oh my gosh! UIUC is just clicking on heads as soon as they appear. Just clicking on them. Oh, they're not in. Looks like Team 24 is, though. We're hearing those shots, UIUC. Trying to, now that they know where they are, or know where the zone is, they may try to aggressively take out Team 24's position and hold that angle themselves. Because that's exactly where they want to be in terms of the zone. The smoke grenade, Virginia Collins. This is going to be out to be a very interesting engagement right now. I really don't know how it's going to turn out. I was giving it to UIUC earlier, just because they had that compound that they've won in before, but at this point, who the heck knows what's going on?
UIUC only has 3 members, if I'm correct.
UIUC does only have 3 members right now. Not a squad of 4, but also not 2, so 3 is a good spot to be at in terms of this endgame mobility. Smoke grenade's a good tactical decision coming out of UIUC.
The way it's looking like now, it's going to come down to team fights in general here. There's not a lot of solo and duo players here. The only solo here is Auroran. He's just kind of swimming in the water. But here you go.
Oh, Public Cub and Team 14 gonna knock and kill Chosen Demon on the shore. UIUC just making... Oh, is that in? Oh, I think that's in. That Wizard's Tower is in.
Oh, there goes the solo. Auroran's going to go down.
Yeah, he was in a pretty bad spot. He was just waiting. He had to come up for air at some point, and then all those teams on the shore had to read on him. Gorbo actually going to do really good damage to Mutant Hamster. Wish he had a frag grenade right now so he could just lug that over. Oh, Gorbo actually going to reheat from Virginia Commonwealth, getting a nice shot. And you're going to put a Mutant Hamster, though. Has those no bandages, doom, or docks him. Docks him, I believe. Yep. And Reheat, the last player, is just going to go ahead and make a push. Oh no. Team. Welcome to the Wolves' Den. And Public Cub is going to get that kill. Virginia Commonwealth going to have a respectable 4th place finish right now. So looking at Team 14, this is UC Davis. We have UC Davis, UIUC, and one person, I believe, from Team 8. UIUC, Team 24, and Team 18. So UC Davis, UIUC, and one other.
Oh, look how hard that junks.
Yikes. That is, at this point, you do not want to be anywhere outside the zone.
Still 3 teams alive here.
Yeah.
You got, I think, teams are still relatively healthy as far as members.
So 3 teams, We see UC Davis has 4, UIUC has 3. I was about to say that Penn State Bearend has 3, but Shambo is going to get a nice toss, nice lob on over, going to get Gabino with the frag grenade. So now it's anyone's game, really. No one has zone advantage right now. It all comes down to player skill. Shambo Bag is going to get Gabino, though, but here they come. Here comes UIUC versus UC Davis. Shambo Bag is going to try and hold down the fort. It's a 1v2 right now. Shambo is the last player left alive. He's going to get Shark Cooper as well. Going to finish him off, and Public Cub. Doom is going to try and finish these 2 guys off. And, man, UC Davis making a great push, and it's a 1v2 right now. They can't get up the stairs, actually. The stairs are outside the zone, I think. Kind of?
It will be.
They will be very soon. This is a rough spot for these guys to be in, as well as Shanbo as well. That was a great push from UC Davis.
They did lose 2 in the process, but I think the push may pay off for them in the long run.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Shanbo has to move outside the zone. It's moving slow. Oh, look at this. This is tense. Docks him. Oh, he's oh.
It's so close.
It's so close. This is crazy.
Well, on the bright side here, Team 24, Penn State Bearend, they're not really peeking up the hill, so it's basically between UC Davis and UIUC right now. Actually, no, it's not.
No, it's not. Shambo Bang is going to go down. That was a great push from UC Davis. They did a really great push. Looking at Penn State right now, trying to get Flying Cow, but he's not able to get it. Tobias Jr. is going to get repeat. He's going to have the first aid right now, but there's the Groza, but the play zone going to get Flying Cow. And Flying Cow going to knock out SD Clouds. Tobias trying to just peek around, but it's to his left. It's Doxum.
Oh, it's down to a 1v1 now.
It's down to a 1v1. Doxum versus Sakura. Sakura has a good...
Sakura's in the zone?
Oh, Sakura's in the zone. Oh, no. Oh, no.
He took 1 tick.
He took 1 tick.
He's really close. If the zone centers... Oh, no, this is final zone. Okay, so the zone's not going to get any smaller here.
Uh-huh.
Eventually, it will start closing in just to the center. It'll be a couple of moments here before that starts happening. If Doxum just plays this smart, he can just kind of hold... he's actually going to take his...
Sakura just gave his position away. Yeah, look at that. 1v1. Doxum and Sakura. UC Davis versus Penn State Bearend. It's anybody's game. You know, usually you can call somebody, but I have no idea who's going to win this one. Sakura's in a... although Sakura is in a yikes spot right now.
I don't know if he can get up. I don't think Doxum should push this. Like, he's kind of won by default here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure if he can push up that mountain based on that incline.
Yeah, if I were Doxum, you could just snake boy your way in. You go into the center of the zone right now and just wait. And I mean, I know that's not the most exciting thing to do, but at the same time, you could just do it. And you will probably have the best chance of winning.
Oh boy, it's like the anticipation of just what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean, there is. I think it is walkable. It comes to the point where it's close. Even if it is walkable, you don't want to push that, because if you push over that crest of the hill, you could be getting watched, because up there is flat. It's flat. Like, he could just get immediately clapped as soon as he peeks up. Doxum could be anywhere up there. Sakura has no idea. Doxum did take some shots earlier, tried to get one of the downed guys, but he since has relocated to a different spot. So it's really just the waiting game right now. Interesting to see that both players are holding the edge of the zone, actually, and Doxum is not taking advantage of his position.
I think Doxum knows that Sakura has to push regardless of what happens, so he is just gonna kind of hold. I think Sakura is gonna throw some smoke grenades, maybe.
Well,
I don't know if that's gonna cover him.
Is that smoke grenade inside? Oh no, here it goes. Now it's expanding. Yeah, Doxum literally just... Oh gosh. Somebody's got to do something soon, as soon as the zone starts to close in. Oh boy.
It's just a patient waiting game now.
Yeah, just wait and see.
Okay, 15 seconds until the zone starts closing in onto the center. Sakura is going to have to make a move.
Sakura is going to have to make a move. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, he's just going to die to zone. No.
Oh, yeah, no. Unlucky. It's not walkable.
Winner by default.
Winner by default. That's unlucky. Again, well, that's just kind of welcome to PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. That's one of the first games I've seen in a while that actually ended. Is that what the zone looks like? It's like a laser beam. I've never seen that. That was kind of a well-played game on both ends. They made the best decisions that they could. That ended up not being walkable. So other than that, did a great job. Penn State Baron is going to take, I believe, no, UC Davis. Penn State Baron came in second place with 5 kills, and UC Davis going to get first place with 9 kills, and in third place is UIUC, their first UIUC team with 4 kills. Fourth place, Virginia Commonwealth with 4 kills, and in fifth place we have ASU with 2 kills. So what a great game out of everybody tonight. Looking like there may have been some upsets kind of early on, didn't come to fruition, but with a... Would you call that ending tense?
I would say it was a little tense, and then I think the storm kind of passed over, and then you kind of had the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, maybe for UC Davis.
UC Davis just had to wait that out, and they were able to just get in there. Or just wait it out. It was really, looking back on it, it was pretty favored in there. And what do you call it? From their point of view. Well, that will do it for our Division 2 games for this week here on Collegiate Battlegrounds Association. We hope you enjoyed them. We thank you guys for coming out and supporting your teams. If you enjoyed the stream, you can go ahead and click the follow button. It's completely free. You can get notified for when we go live this upcoming Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Diamond Division D1 games. And coming up at 9 p.m. on Sunday, we have the Emerald and Ruby games. So all 3 of our D1 divisions playing on then. Come check us out Monday on 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Diamond Division games. And then Tuesday for the Div 2. If you like what you see here, you come back next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to check these guys out. Thursday, we have Emerald and Ruby at 9 p.m. Eastern. And that's our schedule. So you can follow if you want to see any more of that. You can go ahead and follow our social media, Facebook and Twitter, if you'd like to receive updates about the league and all of its players. You can join our Discord if you have questions to ask the moderators, the admin, or just want to hang out and find a good game to play. We have a new emote in the chat. If you subscribe, you get access to the CBA Snake Boys emote. I'm going to go ahead and toss that in chat for you real quick. You can see that one. If you subscribe, obviously, we don't require subscription, but we thank everybody who does subscribe, and we would like to thank them for making CBA the premier collegiate PUBG league. And with that, I think that's everything. So my name has been Airless Goose tonight.
And this has been the Fight Dude.
So thank you for coming out, and we hope to see you guys next time.